Green Man! 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 Holy YouTube video, Green Man!
Okay, it's Wednesday again. We've got another box for you here. Box L. Has it got any mention? On the side it says possibly Moon Knight, Wonder Man, Avengers West Coast, Hawkeye, X-Men, Luke Cage and Atom. So that's a mainly Marvel box. Okay. Bro, look at that. None of them are bagged. Well, very few of them are bagged anyway. Anyways, let's check out, see what we've got inside, eh? Okay, so starting off with West Coast Avengers, we have, number 1 of 4-issue limited series from September sometime. I can't quite see the year on the side there. Is it on this one? 1984 is that? West Coast Avengers, yeah, 1984. So this is back in the day. That one came out in September. What was my birthday? 1984. 16 was I then? 15 I think. Right, so 3-parter of West Coast Avengers, fighting Graviton, I think his name was, gravity controlling geezer. Right, and this is quite upsetting. I just didn't realise that I didn't start collecting the full run from number 10. I forgot about that. I wish I'd gone back in the day and collected the whole lot. So 10, this is the run. This goes up to about 100 and something. And I haven't got the first 10 of them, so that might be something worth trying to find. 11, 12, 13, yeah, Graviton's back again. And we've got the West Coast Avengers Annual number 1. He stands revealed, the traitor in our midst. And in case you can't work out from his hair, it's Quicksilver. Quicksilver went bad again. 14. Just making sure I had 13, I can remember 14. 15, that villain's name is Master Pandemonium. The cat people are tearing Master Pandemonium limb from limb, demon from demon. These cat people are something to do with Tigra, I believe, plus the fate of Tigra, or Tigra, pronounce it how you bloody like. Okay. How many supervillains can you spot in this picture? I can spot, it's either 4 or 3, I'm assuming that's a supervillain as well. And we've got that Gila monster there. This woman's made out of rock. I can't remember what her name was though. And this bloke is a cactus. This cactus is a supervillain. So there's 4 supervillains in that little scene there. Right, number 18, trapped in the Old West. It's a showdown up against the wildest outlaws of the 1870s. Yeah, I remember there's a big time-travelling quest, and there's the original old Ghost Rider who becomes infatuated with Bobby Morse. I can't remember her name there. Mockingbird. Hawkeye's wife. And he basically abducts her. 1920. 21. Add 2 more to the roster. Dr. Pym and Moon Knight. This is Dr. Pym after he'd been disgraced basically he hit his wife, didn't he? I think that was an accident. It was supposed to be depicted as an accident, but the artist went a bit OTT apparently, and so they decided to make it into the story that he deliberately hit her, even though it's supposed to have been an accident. Originally it was intended to be one anyway, and then he mocked up an attack to make himself look more powerful, to give himself kudos, and it was discovered that it was a faked attack that he'd set up, kind of thing, and it just disgraced him even further. I think he might have done some prison time as well. When he came out, he also couldn't use these Pym particles to grow and shrink anymore, so he just used his powers to make things grow and shrink instead. So he'd have like a massive supply of shrunken objects that he could make bigger and on demand whenever he needed them. Hawkeye versus Sagittarius, but which is which? Yeah, it was the Zodiac with some enemies for a while. I think it was a team of life model decoys who were made out like the signs of the Zodiac. I think one of them might have been Nick Fury's son or something like that. I can't remember Something weird like that. Moon Knight fights alone. And then we've got the Composite Avenger here. Was that some kind of super Skrull maybe who's taken the, you know, or an android maybe? Archon's back. And this time it's no movie. Plus the Killer Mockingbird. That's the hands of Ghost Rider there, because she knocks him off a cliff back in the past after he abducted her. And I'm assuming made ill use of her, if that's one way to put it. And yeah, he doesn't die because he's a ghost basically. So he comes back and tries to kill him in the present. Number 32 is missing from this run. How annoying. 33, Ape Attack. Wonder Man to the rescue. 34, captured by Quicksilver. Still being a naughty boy. 35, the man who would be Doom. Dr. Pym must die. Oh dear. Looks like he wasn't forgiven after all. Alright, 37. The team is torn apart, and this mystery woman is about to make matters worse. Looking at her, that's got to be Mantis, hasn't it? From the Guardians of the Galaxy. Looks a little bit like it, that's for sure. The Defiler. So, Avengers, you thought you'd bury me for good, but you were wrong. Dead wrong. It's about the millionth time that the Swordsman's come back from the dead there, I think. Right. The West Coast Avengers, and now the Night Shift. Is Digger in that picture there? So you've got to excuse me. I'm actually filmed this months ago, by the way, in case you're wondering. I'm so far ahead now with my videos. And if you remember a few months back, I had a cold. This is a few months back. Right. Yeah, Night Shift. I know Digger became part of the Night Shift because he's one of my birthday dudes. He was his first appearance was the same month as my first appearance, September 1969. But he doesn't seem to be in that picture. You got Shroud, Brothers Grimm. I think he was called Misfit. He was one of the guys who was given the super strength by the Captain America in the Captain America project. Dr. Malice, I think his name was, who had provided like super strength for the Unlimited Wrestling League, and he was one who the process didn't quite work out. So he's got one strong arm, one strong leg, that kind of thing. Dancer Macabre, Tatterdemalion. I think that's the Werewolf by Night, and I don't know, some kind of moth. I'm not sure who he is either. Some kind of TikTok time crime criminal, and I think that guy's called Needle, just by the fact he's got a massive needle. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like Digger's in that picture anyway, so maybe he wasn't part of the Night Shift at that point. Go away! Haven't you talked to me enough, Phantom Rider? Alright, it's Phantom Rider, not Ghost Rider, but it's the same difference. Where is my husband? Where is the Vision? He's gone, Wanda, vanished, as if he never existed. Oh dear. To rescue the Vision. Vision Quest. There we go. That's the old homage to the original appearance of the Vision, apparently. I remember seeing people posting up the picture of the original Vision, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, I've got that, but I haven't. I've got the homage cover, which is worth a fraction of what the original one obviously is worth, which is a shame, but never mind. Right, 45, 46, the Great Lakes Avengers assemble. There's a Mortal Man, I don't know, Big Bertha, can't remember what the other ones are called. Flatman, I think that guy is called there. I'm not too sure who the pterodactyl lady is or the shadow guy is. Looks like the Scarlet Witch goes bad in this one. Gets turned to evil. The possession of the Scarlet Witch. There we go. She's been possessed. It's the last thing you need. Powerful character like that being possessed. Face it, true believer. This one has it all. Yeah, I think that's Tigra that he's facing up against there. I think she became feral. She started becoming more of a Catwoman, basically. The riotous return of the original Human Torch. The android Human Torch returns in that one. Guess who's back? Looks like Iron Man to me. And guess who aren't too sure they're happy about it. There you go. Right, Master Pandemonium reveals the untold secrets of his origin and the shocking truth about the Scarlet Witch's children. I think it was the fact that they weren't real. She'd created them herself using her hex power, so they were about as real as, you know, her hocus pocus spells could make them, but they didn't really exist. Not in any true terms. Right, here we go. So I'm learning more now. I'm learning more. This is another homage to another old, the classic first appearance of the Fantastic Four. I believe that's the same monster looking as they faced in that. And this is the Acts of Vengeance run where the villains all got together and sort of attacked heroes they weren't used to attacking. It was like a plot of Loki's to try and get them, you know, just to try and take out the heroes basically by setting different foes against them. Right, Scarlet Witch is back. Family reunion. She's looking mocking and evil in that one. Her father and brother beside her. The day the earth moved. The horror of Hydro Man. Deluge. You'd think he'd be a lot more powerful, actually, Hydro Man. Definitely a menace, because how can they face up against him? You think about it. He's just a massive sheer wall of water. I think they can, like, electrocute him, that kind of thing, or I think Spider-Man once got him mixed up with cement, which was quite funny. Rematch with Magneto. Nuff said. Immortus and the Legion of the Unliving. He's back from the grave and ready to party. Fear the Reaper. Yes, he's is it brother, half brother, or full brother of is it Simon Williams? I think is the name of Wonder Man. And I think his brother's called Eric Williams, I believe. Ultron 13, Avengers Neo. Very good. By Avengers Betrayed. Wow. Is that Tigra there? Oh, Tigra and Hawkeye. They look like they've got Colossus's steel skin. Maybe they're robots. Robot Holocaust. Yeah, that would make sense after that picture we just saw. The Reaper and the Robot, Part 4. Oh, is the Reaper and Ultron teamed up. Hawkeye versus the US Agent. Number 69. The Pacific Overlord, guest starring Spider-Woman. These are from 1991, 50 years of Captain America. Goddess of Fire, Pele. From the, I think it's Hawaiian pantheon of gods, Pele. That whole kind of Polynesian island groups have Pele, I think. Irizuma. Irizumo? No, Irizumi. The tattoo spirit. Okay. The ghoulish return of the night shift. Now, is Digger amongst them this time? I can't see him. Part 1 of 4 of the infamous Monsters of Filmland. Then we have part 2 of 4 of the infamous Monsters of Filmland. Wasn't there a comic run at one point? Wasn't there a comic called The Infamous Monsters of Filmland, or Monsters of Filmland, something like that? Or Monsters of Hollywood, I can't remember now. Night Shift and Satanish. He's kind of like Satan. He's kind of like Satanish, basically. The Hangman Cometh. That's what I think. US Agent. I was a member of the West Coast Avengers for a while. There's a guy there looks like Etrigan the Demon slightly. Oh, it could be Gargoyle. Gargoyle from the Defenders, maybe. Operation Galactic Storm. More Operation Galactic Storm. There's a bit of a crossover, I believe. In the Hands of the Hyena. Face to Face against the Death Web. Plus Spider-Woman's origin. And a little Spider-Man cameo as well. Because what Marvel comic book doesn't like a bit of Spider-Man every now and again? Okay, 85, Caught in the Death Web. Oh, yeah, I think it was a team of spider-themed villains. All after Spider-Woman for some reason. Lucky she had the Avengers West Coast to back her up. Part 1 of a 2-issue chiller in the frozen Canadian wilderness. Guest starring Wolverine, because he gets absolutely everywhere. And then we have the Ultimate Ultron. Family Feud. I'm assuming that's referring to Vision being sort of created by Ultron in the first place. Ultron's adamantium mate, war toy. When Goliaths clash. Guest star in Darkhawk, Claw, Morningstar, and the return of the Pacific Overlords. From the heavy metal pages of Iron Man, the newest West Coast member, War Machine. Da-da, 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 I'm a war machine. Better watch out, cause I'm a war machine. Getting hammered. Is that something to do with Justin Hammer, maybe? An Infinity Crusade crossover. It's a bit crinkly, that page. It might have had a little touch of water on it or something. The Agony of the Agent. Looks like he's getting beaten up by a metal version of Bad Rock from the Image Comics. Right, for the Lethal Legion, there is always time to kill. Right, number 100. 64-page anniversary blockbuster. In this issue, the death of an Avenger. I'm not sure how well you can see that. It's a red embossed cover. It looks like Mephisto. He's got his hands on a few members of the team. Can't quite make out who they are though. I think it's War Machine, Scarlet Witch. Not sure who that is. It looks like Martian Manhunter, but that's a completely wrong company. That's probably Vision then. This could be No, it's got ears. Could be Mockingbird. I think it's Mockingbird. It's not ears. It's the front of her mask showing up behind her head. I do know Mockingbird. Spoiler alert: Mockingbird does die at the end of this Avengers West Coast run. So maybe it's her who bites the bullet. When Avengers collide, the demise and fall of the Avengers West Coast. Oh, Avengers West Coast terminated, and I believe that is it. We have a West Coast annual here, number 8. We've got the trading card. Raptor is the trading card in that one from the 1993 annuals. I went through a lot of my Marvel annuals recently, actually, but obviously this one was stored with these. I think what it was, a lot of the Marvel annuals were crossing over with each other, so I put them all together. So this is annual number 8 of Avengers West Coast. I'm sure there wasn't 7 other annuals, so I don't know what happened to all the other annuals from that run. Right, but anyway, they went into become Force Works. And I've got Force Works Killer first issue there. Now there's some kind of shenanigans with the front cover. I'm not quite sure what you're supposed to do, but you've got like are you meant to peel that off or pull that out or something? You can see there's something wrapped up behind the front of this pouch here. I've got no idea how you're meant to open it up though, so I just left it as it was. So I've got number 1 of Force Works. This is annoying because I thought I'd collected Force Works. I got number 1, I got number 3. Maybe this is around the period when I stopped with Marvel and said no more. 4 and 6, Hands of the Mandarin. I didn't know oranges had hands. Number 8 of Force Works. Can't say any of these ring any bells. I think these Force Works I must have caught and picked them up later on. I must have quit when Force Works came on. Yeah, it's weird because I thought I'd collected a few of them, but obviously that's just my memory playing tricks on me. Right, then we've got Solo Avengers starring, and they are different characters in each one actually. Solo Avengers starring Hawkeye and Mockingbird, number 1. Number 2, this is starring Hawkeye and Captain Marvel. Oh, this is Monica Rambeau, I think her name was. Number 3 versus Batroc the Leaper. And then we have the Shroud battling with Moon Knight. Shroud was like, I think he was more pretending to be a supervillain. He was doing a Green Hornet kind of thing where he was getting in with the villains and probably committing crimes as well. But his main agenda was to, I don't know, to spy on them or something like that. And then we have the Triumph of Trickshot. That was the guy who, I think it was retconned to have been the teacher of Hawkeye. I think he was supposed to have been dead, but he turns out he wasn't. Like Hawkeye and Black Widow. Hawkeye and Dr. Pym. Yeah, I think it was Hawkeyes all around basically. Everyone had a Hawkeye story in it, but they'd have a different backup. So you got Hellcat there fighting Mad Dogs and Mystery Men. Dr. Druid. Hawkeye and Hercules. Here comes the Hulk-busting Abomination. Plus, of all people, Yellow Jacket, because that Yellow Jacket was a villain, so not sure what she's doing in the solo Avengers stuff. I think she went on to be part of that Thunder... No, what was that team? The team of supervillains pretending to be the Avengers. Thunderstrike, because Thunderstrike was a 4 replacement, wasn't it? Not Thunder Agents. I think that's even the wrong company. Sure, there was something Thunder or Thunder something. I've got a graphic novel of it actually. Anyway. There's a villain there called Sodam. I wonder if it's got anything to do with Modam or Modoc. But every time I think of Sodam, because JPL Flash still says, "Oh, that book's so damn good," and every time he says "Sodam," I always think of Sodam Yat from the Green Lantern Corps. Right, anyway, Sodam. Right, 18. The beleaguered bowman battles a tormented Texas Twister. That would be pretty awkward because I can't imagine his arrows would fly too true in a storm like that. Right, number 19. Bad Moon on the Rise. There's a moon dragon backstory there. Oh no, not the plant man. Hawkeye against the Hordes of the Orb, or the Horde of the Orb. That was the guy who used to fight Green. Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider. It was a motorcycle guy with just an eyeball for a helmet. I quite like the look of him. It was quite funny. Rick Jones versus the Aliens. Oh, it was an Axe of Vengeance tie-in. Iron Man and Hawkeye face the breakout at the Vault. Number 27 is missing. Yabu. Number 29. $30. Book-length thriller. Hawkeye gets shot. 31. The US Agent Unleashed. Number 32. Always surprised me why no one targeted Captain America or US Agent's legs. But, you know, when they got their shield up covering their face so they can't see where you're shooting at. Shoot them in the legs. Take out their knees. Oh, look. There's a big gap there. 32 to 36. Got 4 mission issues. The Fatal Finale. So I don't know what happened to the other parts of that story. Number 37. The Reincarnation of Dr. Druid. He comes back as a younger dude by the looks of it. We're missing number 38. We go back up to 39. The Black Knight Returns. Always annoys me when I see gaps in runs, and it makes me wonder why. Why did that gap occur? Number 40. Wow, that's a really bad wrapped comic. Look at that. It's not Spine Roll. Oh no, maybe is it? No, it's not. It's not Spine Roll. I don't think. I don't know. It might have a little bit of spine roll, but they look fairly correctly positioned. It just looks like it's been wrapped really badly. It's like half of the back cover is wrapped around the front cover. Look, you can see the of there has been cut off on the title. Oh, I did a bad job there, Marvel. You didn't do a marvellous job there, Marvel. Right, long-awaited limited series of here. Same bad attitude, brand new grudge. Hawkeye. This year's hottest limited series. Hawkeye and his pal Rover, a genetic construct, take on the secret empire of them in Masters of the Game. Right here, right now, Hawkeye's new costume and War Machine. Cause I'm a war machine. That was a 4-parter. Then we have a single part thing. featuring the villainy of the Taskmaster. I don't remember this comic at all. Right. We have, in her first solo limited series, Scarlet Witch, possessed by demons of dark design. The clutch of madness is Master Pandemonium. A tale from the very edge of madness. And the chilling finale. Right, then we have, a little Shroud mini. The Shroud, darkness powers he's got. Can't remember the name of the guy who is the Shroud. The Scorpion versus the Shroud. Her name, Carly. Her mission, kill the Shroud. One of my housemates' names is Carly, but it's spelled completely differently. It's Carley. But it's kind of about, she's a goddess of death as well, obviously. Right, final stand. That's the 4-parter of the Shroud. Right, now we have a few Moon Knights. It'd be cool to have a full run of this, but I know I have nothing like a full run of this. I think this is the first volume of Moon Knight's book. So we have number 4. Number 8. Looks like Mark Spector's gone a bit mad there. Yeah. Number 10. Number 12. Number 13. Number 15. Oh, and then it changes. I think this is a different volume. I'm assuming it must be. What's the price on this one? 65. Oh, this must come first. So we got Fist of Khonshu, Moon Knight number 4. Fist of Khonshu, Moon Knight number 5. No, this is confusing. I don't think this is Fist of Khonshu. I think this should be... I think this is part of this run still. Get out of the way. Should this be here? Or did Fist of Khonshu change its name after a little while and just become Moon Knight? This is 1990. Does that say 1991 there? No, 1985, I think. Yeah, 1985. So these Fist of Khonshu should be before this one. Nothing like confusing. Oh no, this is 1980. Oh dear, it is after. I thought I said 90. Oh, it's 81, not 91. Okay, that's confusing. And is this one 1981? I wish comics would put it in larger. Oh, so this looks like it's part of this one. Then so 14, then 15, 18. 27. There you go. That's all I've got of that Moon Knight run. Yeah, I'm not sure how long that run is. Got quite a few of them though, so maybe it's worth one day trying to put them together. Right, then we've got 2 of this Fist of Khonshu, so number 4 and number 5. I don't know how long that run for. I know one of the go-to geeks calls it Khonshu. He pronounces it Khonshu, but I always say Khonshu. It looks more like Khonshu to me than Khonshu. But anyway, each to their own. Right. Then we have Mark Spector, Moon Knight. So another full run of something or other. I think I'll have a fair few of these ones. I'm pretty sure I was collecting them. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. So yeah, Mark Spector Moon Knight. I've got a fair amount of the run. The earlier 2 titles, Fist of Khonshu and just the straight up Moon Knight, I don't have great amounts of. Stalked by Arsenal. I think DC Comics may have words. Oh, did it actually? He might have come first. When this Arsenal came out from Marvel, perhaps he was still calling himself Red Arrow, actually. Yeah, I think he was not Arsenal for a while yet, over there in DC Comics. Bushman. This is it. Moon Knight's final battle with Bushman. 15. Moon Knight's knife. Life changed forever. The trial of Moon Knight. Mark Spector, we accuse you of murder. Yeah, because he was a mercenary, wasn't he? So just check this. Is this video very well? Yeah, it's cutting off a little bit, isn't it? Let's try moving this back a little bit. I think we need more height. 17. 18. 19. 20. Free against the Secret Empire. Moon Knight, Spider-Man and Punisher. The final chapter of the greatest freeway team-up of the year. Chainsaw is the name of that villain. They put him on trial, tried to take his life. Now it's payback time. Here we have the Fist of Khonshu meets the Spirit of Vengeance. Enter Ghost Rider. Scarlet Redemption. I have parts 1 and 2 of Scarlet Redemption. And then we jump to number 30. Pooh. And then we miss out number 31 and go to number 32. Annoying. Hoping that's a better look at the comics now. Annoys me when I crop off bits of it. Right, 34, 35. I'm not sure how long this one went to for. I'm missing off bloody issues here and there. 36 is missing, then we go to 37, and number 38 is missing. Then we go to 39. I blame this on the comic shop, must have been the comic shop. Then we have 40, and then 41 is missing. Jolly D. 42. Moonshade menaces the multiverse. 43. Face Off at 4 Freedoms Plaza. 44. The Face of Moon Knight. Well, he's seen better days. Moon Knight's Inferno. Even the Demo Goblin fears Mark Spector, Moon Knight. Something strange has happened to Mark Spector, I believe. I can't remember if Mark Spector was his real name, because he had a couple of aliases, didn't he? He operated a few aliases at one point. His name is Dead Zone. You won't forget it. Number 49. And a giant size 50th. Interesting. Silver and Savagery. 52. 53. Gambit looks like he's come on board. Metamorphosis. Yeah, something like that. Oh, it's a bit of a busy cover, that one, isn't it? Then we have a special edition Mark Spector Moon Knight, side by side with Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu. So I think this must be a one-off. I never really got on with some of those kinds of comics where it's not like a proper superhero, like just someone who does kung fu or something like that. I would never sort of, like Master of Shang-Chi, I would never be bothered with that one. And Commandy, the Last Boy on Earth, another one of those ones that I'd never really think to buy. Same with stuff like Tarzan and Conan. I didn't sort of buy fantasy comics, always superhero stuff for me. Wonder Man. This was a pretty fun run actually. I enjoyed Wonder Man when I was collecting it. He was cool. He was a Hollywood actor, wasn't he? He was trying to be a Hollywood actor. So he was in LA instead of New York. Made a change for Marvel Comics to someone on the West Coast instead of the East Coast. Obviously we had the West Coast Avengers, but it was a kind of a new thing. Anyway, so yeah, it was quite a good comic anyway. He always got into the good fisticuffs. Well, I've got Galactic Storm crossover there. Negabomb, or Negabomb. Negabomb. Dead again. Yeah, I think he was dead at one point. Anger and Angkor. Vietnam, I think that is. Is it Angkor Wat? I think it's like a monument. It's like a building, monument, temple kind of thing. It looks like he's possessed Wonder Man there because he's got his shirt on. It's either possessed him or he's just stolen his shirt. Adam Warlock. Mirror, Mirror. The Price of Fear. Avengers Dissemble. And Wonder Man Quits. And then the next one we have featuring the dramatic debut of the Crazy Eight. Yeah, I don't think they lasted. I certainly don't remember. I couldn't tell you any of them were. Hold on a second. Are they called Crazy Eight because there's not 8 of them by any chance? Is one of these guys got duplication powers like that one there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think he duplicates himself by the looks of it. Yeah. Alright, 20. 21. There was another character called Crazy 8 at one time as well. She was supposed to have been Infinity, she was like 8 on its side, but the police decided to call her Crazy 8, or the press or whatever, because it was an 8 on its side basically. Yeah, it was actually supposed to be the sign of Infinity. 23. 24. 25, an embossed cover there. Going up against the big green monster, the Hulk. Not the greatest drawing of the Hulk I've ever seen, I've got to say. Still guest starring the Hulk against something. There's that the Furor. The Furor Begins. Guest starring Spider-Man. Looks like he's got all the guest stars going on here. Maybe they're trying to save a flagging book. That quite often is the way, isn't it? When a book is, yeah, I think that might have been very much flagging because that's the last one I've got. Maybe that's the end of it, number 29. I quite enjoyed that Wonder Man one though. Nomad. Now we have Nomad, guest starring Captain America. Of course, Captain America was Nomad at one point, and then he had like a sidekick becomes Nomad. Can't remember what the guy's name was, but he was a little bit of a controversial chap, to be honest. He he went a bit too far against the law, you know what I mean? He was a bit too much of an outlaw. Well, there's 3 of them, and then we got another Nomad. So was that a 3-parter? I'm not too sure. And then we have another Nomad run, starting with number 1 again. Number 2. Number 3. Ex-Bucky versus ex-Captain America. Number 4. Yeah, I think he might have been a Bucky to someone else who took over from Captain America. Because I think they retconned that when Captain America disappeared, they created a couple more Captain Americas. I think one was the Spirit of 76. He became Captain America for a little while, I think in the 50s or something. And the other one I think was called the Patriot or something like that. And he took on the Captain America mantle for a while. And this guy was Bucky for one of those guys. And then he became Nomad, adopting another alias of Captain America. Right, goes to number 6 after that. And then even after that, well, I must have just decided not to bother with it because it got number 6 and it goes to number 18. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to go back and in time and work out why I didn't collect it for a bit because I certainly won't be able to remember. Right, so that's it. That's the last of the Nomads that I have there. Right, then I've got quite a few of these. Quite a fair old run. Not. Yeah, by no means extensive run, but I got a fair few of Power Man. I quite like Luke Cage Power Man, so I remember buying a few of these from the back issue bins, basically. So I've got it doesn't start that well. 31, 9p old UK variant. So I dare say if you was trying to get number 1 there, it would probably cost an arm and a leg. So I'm not going to be making any runs to rush and do that. But I've got a little one here: 31, 32, 33. 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. I don't know why I'm just going for the numbers with you, but yeah, nothing else to talk about really. It's a long time since I read these, but I remember liking him back in the day anyway. So yeah, he's another one of these guys. You know, he's got superpowers, but it's just strength and durability. So he just fist pounding action. That's what I like to see. He's being thrown off a flying vehicle by Goldbug. This one, I always like that cover for some reason. Mace. He's back and deadlier than ever before. The man called Mace. I just thought that was a good fight. I think they end up on the top of the train having a good old dust up. I think that guy was a bit of a Nazi, a bit of a right wing tyrant type of fellow. All right, you turkeys, make way. Luke Cage is busting through. Haha. 40p these were in the back issue bin back in the day. I wish I thought to collect some of the earlier ones when they were going for... They probably weren't going at that price, but I'm sure they were a lot cheaper than they were now anyway. Right, so 47. So it looks like I've got number 36 to number 47. So not a massive run actually. There he's fighting Zaz. I think his name is Zaz. Yeah, Zax. Being of living lightning. And then we got a more modern run of Cage. It's got a bit of sellotape on it because the comic in front of it had sellotape, and this one hasn't got a bag on it, so it's rubbed off. Foolish me. Number 2, 3. Just called Cage. This one. So he drops the Power Man, doesn't he? Just becomes Cage. Stops using Power Man. Gets rid of the old costume. I like the old costume, and it's funky as heck with the bloody open chest, the metal head guard kind of thing, the chain around his belt. I know it's naff as hell really when you look at it, but you know it's just I like it. It's cool. But you can see why they changed it to modernise him up a little bit. Stopped using the Power Man name. Not like he ever really hid his identity. Well, we say he didn't hide his identity, but he wasn't actually really called Luke Cage, was he? Can't remember his name off the top of my head now. Curtis or something like that? Can't remember now. But yeah, he changed it when he escaped from prison, I think. And then when his name was cleared, I think he just kept it as it was. Looks like he's facing up against his old partner, Iron Fist there. Okay, and then we've got a little crossover. Terra Inc. I think that was it called Terra Inc. or just Terra? It was this kind of zombie guy. He'd take body parts to sort of repair his body. I think he crossed over with Cage and possibly Silver Sable. Oh, well, I haven't got the rest of them anyway. Not in this lot. Maybe I've got them in other runs, but that's number 1 of 6. That's from Terra Inc. 11. Then we got go straight to 5 or 6. Oh well. I had a feeling I bought them all though, so maybe they're in other boxes along with whatever run they were in. That's the trouble with crossovers. Knowing where to store the buggers. You put it into with the first comics run, or do you put them in with on their own somewhere, or do you buy copies of each of them, like multiple copies, so you can have it in each of the different boxes? No, that would be daft. Right. Okay, that's the end of that run. A 20-issue run of that one. Well, I'm not sure if this is his very next appearance, but we got this 5-part for Max Comics. So obviously an imprint of Marvel. Yeah, he comes back, gold teeth. Yeah, bling, plenty of bling. Knuckle duster in that picture. Getting it on, why not? If you can flaunt it, you might as well. Here we go. He's got a grill, as they call it. Look at that. It always gets me sometimes. Can you see that? No, yeah. The one comic there is significantly taller than the other ones. Okay, let me just zoom in on that. You see it poking up prominently from the rest in that pile. Very strange. Right, now we have a 4-parter of The Falcon. I don't know why that label says Paul Smith on it. He stuck a label on the comic shop that says Paul Smith. Is that the guy who drew it or wrote it or anything at all to do with it? I have no idea why it's got Paul Smith on there. 1, 2... Is that a Sentinel he's fighting? He's not got much hope against a Sentinel, is he? 3... Paul Smith again. That must be the writer or the artist. I can't say I've ever heard of him. Yeah, and on this last label it says Paul Smith as well. I don't know who Paul Smith was. Was he a name at one point in comics? I've no idea. Or did these used to belong to Paul Smith and I stole them off him? Right, we've got another character now, the Prowler. It's almost as if this is the box of black superheroes in it, because we've had Cage, we've had Falcon, we've got the Prowler now. I believe he is a black dude underneath that costume. Enter the Prowler, enter the Night Creeper, exit the Prowler. Looks like copies of each other. Then we've got a new looking Vulture there, striking. Oh, we've only got 1, 2, 3. I don't believe it. Was this a 4-part? I've only got 3 of them or something. Oh, definitely this story arc. Anyway, Creatures of the Night, 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4. I don't know if that was a 4-part and that was the whole of it. Let's see if it says in this one, the last part next week. The conclusion. Definitely the conclusion of this story, anyway. Whether it's the conclusion of the whole book, I don't know, but I don't have it. That is annoying. Right, and sticking with black superhero, I didn't know I had this. I was chatting to Metalrog the other day, saying, I think he showed these off in one of these competition entries, or something like that, and I remember talking about it. I said, oh, I wouldn't mind getting that myself, actually. And, yeah. I do have it. I'm not sure I've got it all here. I know it's quite a short run. 1, 2... Obviously, it's been so long since I've read it that I didn't bloody recall it at all. 1, 2, 3... You think you're such a big man, Goliath? Here's where Vulcan cuts you down to size. 4... I think I've got a double on one of these now. Anyway, I think my mate Vic Bubb, I think, gave me one of these. Not any more comics off him yet. He keeps saying he's going to give me the rest of his comics, but he's not had a chance to do it yet. And I was thinking, I've been buying some comics. It suddenly occurred to me yesterday. Supposing he's got these comics that I've been buying somewhere in his blinking collection and I'm buying doubles. That would be most annoying. Anyway, so I've got 5 parts of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think it went for 5 parts. I think it went for slightly longer than that. Oh, this might be the one that I've already got, actually. I think I've got a double of this one. Versus the Stiltman. Or maybe it only went for 5. Maybe this is the full run. I'll have to check on that. And another 4-parter. We're moving away from the black superheroes now. The Gargoyle. He's an old white man, this bloke, underneath all the gargoyle-ness. It's like a Wrightson cover, a Bernie cover there. He was a member of the Defenders for a while. Quite like the Gargoyle. He does look a bit like Etrigan though, I'll say that for him. But yeah, he's pretty cool. There you go, the Gargoyle. Right, now we have some Werewolf by Night. This one is, I think it's badly wrapped actually, rather than too much spine roll. Now, what is the number of Werewolf by Night that features the first appearance of Moon Knight? I can't recall, but if you hear a loud yell, it means I've found it in this collection. I don't remember having it. I'm pretty sure I don't have it. But saying that, I don't remember having these ones even. So, fingers crossed to see if I have the first appearance of Moon Knight amongst this. Oh, what number is it? Is it number 11 or 32 or 26 or something? These are not very good nick. I've got to say that one's quite badly marked up. I'm pretty sure that I don't have it, because if you look at these numbers, I mean, these are all back issues. I must have bought these as back issues, and I'm pretty sure that even then the first appearance of Moon Knight would have cost a fair bit. Number 9, number 10, the Tatterdemalion there. Number 11. Yeah, well, I'm going to really jump up and shout if it's in here. I don't think it is, though. In fact, I'm almost 100% sure it's not. Number 13. 12 is missing. Could it have been number 12? That was the first appearance of Moon Knight. I don't remember. Number 14. Lo, the Monster Strikes. Oh my god, I don't believe it. I don't have it. I can believe that, sucker. Yeah, go straight to number 39. Werewolf by Night versus Brother Voodoo. Oh, what a shame I haven't got the first appearance of the Moon Knight. I didn't think I did, but, you know, it would have been nice. Would have made this video more interesting, wouldn't it? Okay, Fall Killer. I've got a full set of this, I'm sure. 10-parter. 1, 2... My mate Vic Bubb gave me a few of these as well, actually, but I thought that I already had the full run. It'd be nice if I got one missing. It happens to have been one of the ones that he's given me. That would be nice. That happened the other day, actually. I went through, what's the name of that blanking Image guy who broke people's backs for a while? Shadowhawk? Yeah, Shadowhawk. I went for, the first mini-series of the Shadowhawk, I only had parts 3 and 4. And it turned out that 1 and 2 was in the batch that he gave me. So it was like, oh, nice, that's a result. Yeah, so I've got all 10 parts of this Fall Killer comic. There you go. It looks like it may end badly for him, judging by that picture. I suppose with those Werewolf by Night, if I'd thought that I had it and then it turned out it wasn't there, it would have been a lot more upsetting than wishing it was there and finding out that it wasn't, you know? If I'd thought I had it and it wasn't there, then I would be really upset, you know? Right, The Last American. It's an old 2000 AD artist, Mike McMahon, I believe it is. Does it say? I think it's Mike McMahon. He did Judge Dredd and stuff like that. He didn't create Judge Dredd. That was a Scarer and Wagner, I think. But yeah, he did quite famous for drawing him, though, in a fair bits. I couldn't get on with his art, to be honest. Sometimes his art just looked too gangly and weird for me. His body dimension shapes and so forth were really kind of out there. But yeah, interesting enough. It's like a futuristic post-apocalypse kind of thing. There's one guy on his own going out across America to see if he is the last American or if any other, you know, bits of civilization are still hanging on anywhere. Okay, I don't think I deliberately themed this as a black superhero box, but we've got another black guy here, Deathlock. Before he was turned into a cyborg. you can't always tell by the looks of his skin there. He looks like grey and like rotting away almost. But when he was alive, he was a black dude. Deathlock. I always thought this was the first run of Deathlock. I mean, I wasn't too familiar with the character when I bought these, but apparently it was like an older run, like 70s or something like that. I'm not too sure, maybe mid 80s or something. So yeah, I was surprised by that. I didn't realise there'd been another run. Oh, and so we've got 7 parts there. I think it must have gone longer than that, but I don't seem to have any more. I'm sure it went for longer than that. But then I have a 4-issue limited series, a Deathlock special. So I've got 4 parts of that anyway. Wasn't a bad run from what I recall of it. Kind of tortured hero. Obviously, didn't like the fact that he'd been turned into a killing machine, a killer machine cyborg. I think he had a son that he missed desperately because, obviously, like that, he couldn't go back home and just say, "Hi, son, I'm home." Yeah. Alright, we've got some Infinity Crusade. Let there be light. I don't think I've got the Infinity Gauntlet run at all. I don't believe I do, but I'm not too sure. I must have run a bit earlier than what I was collecting. I'm not too sure when it even was running. But I've got the Infinity Crusade. I mean, that's just as good, surely. Maybe not. Right. Holier Than Thou. Okay, so 5 parts of the Infinity Crusade I have there. I don't know how long it ran for. Is that her or she or whatever she was called? Like the female version of Adam Warlock. I think she was called she, but I could be wrong. Or is it her? I think it's her, because Adam Warlock was originally called him, wasn't he? Right. Earth X Sketchbook. I don't remember getting these. I don't think I bought these. I don't know. I think these might be something that was given to me. Right. Earth X 0. Earth X number 1. I think this is the last run of books here. Earth X 2. Earth X 3. 4. Coming to the end of this anyway. I can't say I recall this at all. Oh. 4 and 5, I don't have number 6. Okay, fair enough. There's a female 4 there. That's got to be before the other female 4. That's not the original female 4 that who used to be 4's girlfriend. What's her name? Oh, Karen, maybe? I can't remember now. But anyway, maybe that's a different one. I'm not too sure. Right, so missing number 6. We've got number 7, 8, 9, 10. I think these came out a long while after I stopped collecting Marvel, to be honest. I'm pretty sure I got them from somebody in something that's just given away, I think. So I was quite lucky to get these anyway. It's cool. 12. And finally, the end of the box, we've got Earth XX by the looks of it. So, and that's it. That's the end of that box. All Marvel, I think. Yeah. Okay, I think that might be my first all Marvel box. Yeah, can Marvel Comics boxes catch up with the DC boxes that I've got? I don't think so. I think I've collected DC for a lot longer. But anyway, cheers for watching this. Went on far too long, didn't it? Anyway, I'm out of here. Cheers.